Currently, I'm just running all these cutting boards through the table saw just to make sure the edges are nice and smooth on both sides. Then I'm going to go through and fill in all the cracks and everything else. And then I try to run everything through the planer to get all the surfaces perfectly flush with each other. See if that picks up. There you go. This is a little bit thicker than that. So I tried to use my thickness planer on that, and it did not go well. So I'm probably going to have to actually break out my actual hand plane and just shave this corner from something to nothing. Then kind of blend them all in, and then I'm going to take my router and bearing and go through and route in all of this to smooth it out, then round over everything, and then these will be finished trays. These aren't really bench off clamps, but these are some clamps that I have for my miter saw. They work the same way. Pretty much they drop down into the hole, and then as you apply pressure, it pushes the clamp back that way and it wedges itself inside the hole. Which then gives you something to clamp on, and I can come drill my holes or cut my, whatever. Currently I'm making some more templates. Well, making my templates that I already have a little bit thicker to make it easier for my guide bearing to follow. And I don't have any double-sided tape at the moment, so I am taking some blue tape, and then I'm going to use CA glue, pretty much my old template to my new templates, and then route out so that way my plywood templates, match these ones. You take a little bit of blue tape, put it on both sides. Spray that right there. Put glue on both sides and spray one side. And then you're just going to flip it over and press down. And then after it's stuck up there, I take my router, drop it in the hole. I went ahead and made an adjustable jig. So more or less it's just a scrap piece of plywood, and I screw 4 pieces around the edge to keep this piece right in the middle in here pretty snug. And then I just clamp that down with one of the bench dog clamps. And then from there I end up just taping my template to my ashtray. Then start making passes with the router. The ashtrays vary in size, so I might have to unscrew this block of wood over here, or maybe this one over here, and bring it either in or out, just to make sure this is a fairly snug fit, so it's not moving around while I'm routing it. And then, just like I showed earlier, blue tape on both sides on this and this, CA glue, sticks your template down, and then you just start taking your router passes, and you end up with a circle. I actually went and got a different router bit this time. This is a top bearing flush trim bit, but on my plunge router I can plunge deeper, so I can make the trays on these ones actually deeper than others. But yeah, that's the process. And then you get that. And the rest of that will get sanded off, but voila. And I got my template glued up there. The next step will be to plunge down, make my first pass, and then this router has a depth stop. And then I can adjust the depth stop to different heights, so I can pretty much go down at incremental passes. So I do a full pass at this stop and
turn it, then turn it until I get to my full depth. One pass, I just turn the depth stop.
And voila. But yeah, it's just rinse and repeat after that, you know. Take off the strips and make sure you adjust them to the right size for whatever ashtray is actually going in there. Make sure it's snug. Put tape on your tray, put tape on your jig, glue both sides, stick it down, and then I think I have like 4 depth stops on this, so I kind of do one pass, another pass, then another pass, till I get down to the depth that I want. I have 5 more that I need to do the circles on, and then these ones I need to sand and fill and clean up the inside corners, and I'm going to cut grooves in them to hold you know, cigarettes or whatever else. These other ones I'm just going to leave, you know, that's an ashtray. These are going to be the cheaper ones. The other ones I'm going to put a little more into and take a round over. All these are going to get all of these are going to get like a round over or a chamfer on all the edges. Yeah, I got to get all these routed out, cleaned up. Then there's the actual rolling trays that need to get sanded, and I'll probably sand all these at the same time. So I'll probably, I don't know, trying not to bounce around. I'm also getting hungry, so I'll probably do this for like another hour or so. Ah, these transports hurt. Yep, looks like I got the first step. Stop until I leave. This one's narrower than others. I can't go deeper though. Yeah, I'll be risky too. Okay, right there. And then you take everything off, and you have an ashtray. A couple more to do. 4 more to be exact. Yeah, 4 more to do.